Alright guys, welcome. This is your boy Mark with codewithmark.com, and in this video I'm going to share with you a pretty cool text editor for your programming needs. I have started using this. It's called Visual Studio Code. You can literally just download it and it works for Windows, Linux, and Macs as well. And I will leave a link in the description, but if you want, you could just literally Google. It's called VS Code and then add the word download, and this is the very first link. You can just download it and install it just like any other application, and once you have that up and running, then you will see something like this. And one of the benefits of the Visual Studio Code is that it has a lot of extension that you can install, and that will help you speed up your coding project. So if you want, you could just, when you're on the download screen right over here, you can click on extensions, and this will show you a whole bunch of things. And if you are like, hey, why do I really need this Visual Studio? And I'm happy with my Sublime, I'm happy with my Atom, I'm happy with my Bracket, or whatever text editor you're using. If you're happy with it, don't worry about it. Just skip this video and move on to the next one. However, if you are in the market for looking for is something that is going to be pretty easy and versatile, and one of the things I think what you need to do is when you are looking for a text editor is, one, is it easy to use? Number two, does it have other extensions that you can use to help you speed up the code, your project? So in this particular video, I'm going to show you how you can install an extension. It's called Live Server. So what that's going to do is, so if you make any changes to your code into your Visual Studio Code editor, it's going to, let's say, I'm going to pull up a file in here, just ping it and drop it and drag it in here. So this is my file right here. So if I just open this up right over here, so this is the file. If I make any changes, so let's say in the code editor, let me see if we can zoom this in, leave it here. Here it is. So let's just make this small a little. So here it is. So this is zoomed in. And by the way, if you want to learn how to do that, as far as zooming in and out, is Control minus to zoom out, Control plus to zoom in. And then also has this little nav bar or sidebar where you could literally just drag and drop and pull up and down, something like that. So that will help you as well. So right now you see where the code is like away from the particular, it's not fitting in the screen. So what you can do is you can go to view and then wrap, and it's called wrap it all around. So it's going to look pretty cool. So Control minus maybe a little bit. So that's good. So, okay. So now we have this in here. So if we want to look at it, so I could just open this up, and this is what it is. So let's say if I want to make an edit to into the Visual Studio Code, I have to type in here, let's say 1 2 3, and right now I click on save, and then I go back here, and then I click on refresh, then it shows up in here. Instead of doing all of that, you can install an extension. It's called Live Server. And if this is the first time I ever used a Visual Studio Code editor, the extensions are right over here. You can click on this box, and then you will see it will recommend some of the extension that are there. So I want to install that's called Live Server. I think I already installed it in here. That's why it shows up here. But you want to install this one, the one that says Live Server, and it has installation over 13 million and it has a 5-star. So you definitely want to do that. So let's say you install this, then the next obvious question will be, how do I use this thing, right? So what do you do is, you can, this is the file that you're editing on. So whatever file you're editing on, you could just right click and there's open with Live Server in the Visual Studio Code. Open with Live Server. And it is literally that simple. It's going to open this up. So I'm just going to put it over here, make this a little smaller just to show you that it actually does work. This is not like one of those things. All right, so let's just make this a little smaller. Fit it here. So this is my Visual Studio. Make this a smaller. And I just want to eliminate this. Put this here side by side. Okay, so here it is. I think that's good enough. All right, so in here, what I could do is I could eliminate, delete 1 2 3. So I will leave with Code with Mark and hit save. And as you probably notice right over here, now it disappears. So if I want to add another line, let's call it a p tag, and then I'll put in a URL in which you can go get your gift. So let's just say codewithmark.com/gift, and now I'm gonna hit save, and automatically it shows up here. So if I want to change this to, let's say H1, I come in here and H1 automatically comes in, and then this is the URL. You can go and get a free gift if you want to, right? Which will help you in your programming language. So this is literally, it is that simple for you to use a live server. You install the application into your Visual Studio, and first of all, if you don't know how to do it, you can just download this form and then go over here and search for let's see, I'm gonna close this out for now. So search for, when you start typing in live and then server, this is the first one that's gonna show up. As you can see, I already installed it. Just live server, install this one, and life is good. So that's it. So hopefully you enjoy this and start using this Visual Studio. I'm excited about it, and I've been using it for a little bit. And in the next video, I'm gonna share with you what are some of the extensions that you need in order for you to speed up your web development project. So stay tuned. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel, comment below what are some of your favorite extension that if you have already used it, you're like, oh man, this is really cool, I use this particular extension. Just leave it in the comment below, so that way you can contribute to the community. All right guys, until next time, as I always say, what do I say? Comment below if you know what I always say at the end of the video. All right, I'll talk to you later.